No, this
Oh,
is wrong.
gonna
What?
grab and pull him back a little.
Yeah, this seems new. Kimber, are you
Kimber?
okay?
What did you fools do? You let Tyson get corrupted.
I mean, we saved him as quick as we could. He went missing. We did everything possible. And we got him back. He's right here. He's fine.
She swings a fist back and breaks that wine bottle behind her. And you can actually see when her fist makes contact with the glass, a golden ripple bursts off of it and suspends that in the air as if it's frozen.
Whoa.
Oh shit, she's like my mom. Guess we have to go
Well,
now.
I was gonna say, U2 looks at Marisol and goes, "Is that what Ripple can do, or is that something we should be more worried about?"
Marisol, that is Ripple.
Yeah, but, doesn't it look familiar to them, by the way?
Would it?
Yes, it does.
Oh, yeah. Then that's not good, right?
Kimber, who the hell are you?
Countless times I've had to sit through this endless life. All the while, just trying to have something of a decent existence. And that boy, he's supposed to have a good life too. Not as a, what, warrior? Tyson actually looks a little hurt. I am a warrior, Kimber. I'm a starman. You know, that's why I look like this. It's pretty cool, right? No,
Yeah,
Tyson.
Kimber, he doesn't have to fight anymore. We can handle it from here.
Will you? And what about 200 years? 300? 400? 500? 600? How many lifetimes will you protect him?
I mean, as long as we can. We're not immortal, but
Yeah, that sounds like nonsense to me. Again, who are you?
I don't need to explain myself to any of you. You're just shadows on the wall. And now you've ruined this one good thing through your inactions and your incompetence. You've jeopardized the entire formula. All I want is just a good life, quiet and peaceful until the next cycle. But I can't even have that.
You're stuck in the time loop too.
I am the time loop. She actually summons out her stand. She
Mia
appears
starts to
behind her.
scream.
It seems I'll have to get rid of you and start this again.
Jim starts freaking out,
Yeah, same.
but not.
I think we all are.
Mia's screaming and pointing.
Before I kill you all, there's something I've been meaning to ask. I have this feeling. I've been through so many of these loops and so many different perspectives, but there's something missing in this one. You know who it is, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see. So there is something final about this one, like I thought. If I end things now, it might be the actual end. Decisions. I have an idea.
What's that?
I would think carefully if you don't have all the information you need.
Do you know how many times I've lived?
How many?
Hundreds. In every single cycle, something was there to mess things up. And this is no different. The
But
exception of
Tyson's
that one.
fine.
He's fine now, but I can tell you from experience, he won't be. In time, he'll mess up, or the ELO will get arrogant, or one of you. She pauses. Wait, you have stands.
Yes.
Yeah. Though not ours currently, but that's a separate issue.
She seems to be trying to process something. The golden stand behind her is just slowly reaching one hand out as if it's a half-thought action.
Have we not had stands before now?
I don't think so. I don't understand. How is this possible? You watch as Kimber begins to ripple slowly in place, like just wave. Her entire image just waves as if she's being distorted.
U2 gets slightly defensive. He's not sure what's about to happen.
A second person walks out of her. Kimber looks at the second person, the maiden, and they start talking at the same time. I know you. Oh, you know me. The woman in the mask begins to talk again. The continued cycles through which we exist are experienced in multiple perspectives. I could foresee the action you were about to take. I don't recommend it. She looks over at Tyson. It's true that he's probably doomed now. But don't be foolish. There's no need to simply risk all of existence for one teenage boy, cute as he may be. Kimber narrows her eyes. I don't think you get to make the decisions here. Go back to your whatever and think about it. Maybe you'll figure out a solution. As for me, I'm living my life right now, as promised, free of complications like this. I really need you around anyway. The woman in the mask shakes her head. Not nice to say to yourself. The woman in the mask begins to ripple in a similar manner and distort.
Do any of our necks feel like they're being twisted?
No.
Great.
You're safe for now. But a third woman does step out of the masked woman. This one, it looks like a darker, older version of Kimber, and she is phantasmal, like a ghost, easy to see through. She looks quite strange. Stop your bickering. The players are aware now of the part in this show. You've essentially ruined this fourth wall. Your narrative is blown, dear. I'm returning. You figure this out, you two. But whatever you decide, just make it quick. Oh, and don't destroy everything. I don't want to have to do this again. She peers over at Jim directly. Hello, good night. Jim, upon hearing the voice and seeing her, this is your moon goddess.
Oh.
The phantasmal woman is the one who called you.
Oh, goodness. Jim drops to one knee.
She smiles sort of sweetly. I will see you again. And then she fades in a shimmer. And the woman in the mask just kind of looks over at Jim and kind of chuckles. If only my followers were so loyal. Kimber, don't destroy everything. Let them live. And then she shimmers and vanishes, leaving Kimber. Well, it seems we've reached a decision. Majority rules. I won't destroy everything this time. For now, I would tell you to forget what you've witnessed, but you won't. And since I can't just kill you this time, I'll just have to ask you not to try to pry.
Mia's mouth is just agape and she's pointing, but that's all you get from her.
The golden stand lowers its arm. I'll explain it like this. I have lived countless times, as I said. Been through this experience over and over with different variables. Each time, just trying to figure out one simple thing. Heaven. It's eluded me. No matter how close I get, it always fails in the end. My memory isn't perfect. And so I've been through this so many times, it's easy to forget certain things. One thing I can't forget, none of you had stands before. So you've been touched by something, and I assume it's the person that was missing. Any reason he would be missing is because I killed him. Now I wonder how I did that. The only way would be to wipe someone out from existence entirely, and I don't have that power. Or maybe I do. Life would be simpler if I could. Well, it's been a long day. I'm gonna need all of you to pretend that you didn't see anything. To pretend that I am just simply Kimber. And to pretend that you have a life ahead of you. Because if you don't, if you ask questions, if you act weird, if you make trouble for me, I won't have too many options left, no matter what the other two have to say about it. That includes all of you. She looks over to the ELO who are there. Don't even think for a second that I don't have the power to wipe all of you out. Understood?
Mia claps both of her hands over her mouth and nods.
You two nods.
Jim nods.
Ursula
Vibrates.
nods.
Great. Again, don't be weird. So when you want to come to the candy shop, come to the candy shop. You want to hang out with Tyson? Hang out with Tyson. You want to send out fun messages over the repeater network? Send them. If I even catch a whiff, a hint, you're trying to undo a mystery, or solve something, or go into the background of Kimber, you'll force my hand and the hand of Golden Echo. She just stares with the blankest eyes. Tyson, come here. Tyson looks very, very afraid. He kind of like shuffles over very meekly. I don't, Kimber, I don't really understand. what just happened or who those ladies were. I'm sorry I became an alien, but they're there, Tyson. They're there. She just pats him on the head. And then she looks at your group. I believe you have some sort of tournament to go get ready for. Good luck.
Yeah, actually, I have a shift I should be getting to. And she grabs Lewis's arm and, like, drags him out of the room ASAP. We should go, guys.
She looks like she's trying to wipe the face markings off of Tyson's face with a napkin. This doesn't come off. Great.
Yutu's gonna make sure he's the last one out.
That's probably smart because Nia's just got her hands over her mouth and she's not moving.
Yeah, Yutu's gonna put his arm around Nia and like help kind of move her out.
Oh, she's on rollerblades. You can just like push
Oh,
her.
yeah, he'll give her like a beginning start, and hopefully Jeff will continue to move her on.
Jim looks like he wants to say something to her, but then just leaves.
Yeah, once the candy shop is kind of empty, he's gonna go up to Kimber and just go, "You were talking about heaven. Just so you know, Jason Valley's coming for it."
She glances over at you. Don't you think that's happened before?
Yes, but I mean, this time's different. We all have stands, right?
I doubt he could do anything to me, but I appreciate the warning.
I don't think he needs to be sitting on the throne is all. And you two will go to leave.
She kind of smiles at the sentiment and then continues to try to clean Tyson, at least try to clean the sticky stuff off of his face. He's pretty much just frozen with fear. The ELO guys, after hearing all that, as soon as they're out of earshot, Jeff kind of goes, all right, what the fuck was that?
Your ex-girlfriend killed my killed our best friend, and now we're stuck in some sort of time loop because she wants to be stuck in some sort of time loop, and I'm not supposed to be. Like Nia's freaking out.
And also, she's my god, apparently.
What? She's some kind of really powerful stand user. How did I not know?
How did you not know?
I honestly, I had no idea. Everyone has a sort of, well, you felt it, right? A gravity to them.
Yeah.
There's no gravity to her. It's part of the reason why I was interested. It's weird. It's like she doesn't have a presence.
Maybe
It's kind of spooky.
maybe it's not her, but it's one of her. I mean, those were all her, right? Those weird.
It did seem to all be her.
It could be different points in her life. And Yuji just kind of shrugs. I mean, that would explain why she's able to communicate with herself if she can play with time like that.
Well, I
So
have.
maybe this one doesn't have a high gravity, but the others clearly do. If she's been resetting for this long.
So I could have been with 3 of them at the same time.
Nia pinches him.
So yeah, Yuji just closes his eyes. Not the takeaway from that.
She's shaking her head.
I've never seen a stand power like that before in my life. It was weird and theoretical. I thought Mr. Blue Sky was powerful, but wow. That's just the most eerie feeling. Like I was already dead.
I mean, in a way, we all are, or have been. Yeah, have been. There's no will be in this.